Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a blessed day. I wanna talk a little bit about some MMA that I watched recently. Going away from the UFC for a change, which is unlike me. Unless I talk about boxing, it's usually strictly UFC, but we'll talk about some other promotions as well. If the big events, so we'll talk about Most Valuable Promotions MMA, the three main fights: Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano, Diaz versus Pereira, and Francis Ngannou versus Philipe somebody Lins. I should probably get his name right. I think it's Philipe Lins. But yeah, somebody Lins anyway. But first fight, let's go straight into it. Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Ronda Rousey, as soon as the bell goes, she rushes across the cage, gets a takedown, transitions to the mount, transitions to an armbar, which is common for Ronda. Sometimes she's really quick at the gate, and she gets a lot of quick finishes. She always has done throughout her MMA career. Ngannou is one that sticks to mind, a very good fighter that she caught with an armbar. So she caught Gina Carano in an armbar, and Gina tapped out. So that's that fight. Diaz and Pereira. Great fight. War, as you can imagine, as we'd all expect, a war. Stand-up fight mainly. It wasn't a mainly stand-up fight. It was a kind of like all over the place fight, but the stand-up fighters and ground fighter. Well, Diaz is a ground fighter and a stand-up guy, and Pereira is a stand-up guy. But they're good, well-rounded mixed martial artists, obviously. Do you know what I mean? They're really good fighters. Mainly stand-up to begin with. But then Pereira started clinching with Diaz and throwing elbows and knees. He had some success with that. Diaz got a judo throw, like a hip toss. That's what it looked like anyway. I think it was a hip toss, like a judo throw anyway. Through Pereira, and Pereira ended up on top with a bit of ground and pound. Knight got back to his feet. Then the fight continued. Pereira again with a clinch, landing knees and elbows. He landed a body shot tonight. I think it was a body shot, and then he followed up with a knee, which dropped Knight. And Mike was in Knight's open guard, ground and pounding him. Landed some big elbows and some good punches and stuff. So I think he cut Knight open at one point with an elbow. And then it was ground and pounding. Then I think Knight got back to his feet, Knight got back to his feet, and or the buzzer ended, and the new round started. One of the two, I'm not entirely sure, but Pereira come forward with punches, threw a couple of punches, and then jumped with a flying knee, which knocked Knight Diaz to the ground, and then the buzzer went, and to give the fight by decision to Pereira. War of attrition, as you would expect from those guys. They're both warriors, real gritty fighters, both of them. Tough as they come, do you know what I mean? It was an amazing fight. And then you got Francis Ngannou, pretty quick. Kind of like, I think Francis threw a kick, or Philipe Lins threw a kick. One of the two, and they clinched. Francis landed a good body shot. Then Philipe Lins for an overhand right. and Francis countered with a left hook and knocked him out. And that was all she wrote, basically. That was all she wrote for that fight. So yeah, sorry about closing my eyes, guys. I racked my brains to think of what happened in the fights. It's not very good for you guys, so I apologise for that. I actually film these sometimes at different times as well. Like I'm filming this in the evening, so yeah, I said I hope you're having a blessed day, but I'm actually filming this in the evening, for in a day or two's time. So yeah, I sometimes do that. Usually I film on the day, but sometimes I will film at odd hours, kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, guys. That's the fights. That's the Most Valuable Promotions MMA fights. Francis Ngannou by knockout. I think it was by knockout or TKO. One of the two. I don't know if he followed up on the ground after, but he hit him with a left hook and he put him out. I don't know whether the classed it as a TKO or KO. It looked like a KO to me, but it might have been a TKO. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's all the fights, guys, from Most Valuable Promotions MMA. I hope you liked the mini review / discussion. So yeah, that's all I want to say for now, guys. So take care. God bless. Much love. I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.